2 more floor masters. This is tense. Oh my god, don't grab me! Oh, I missed! Come on, no, no, no! Whoa! Another really close call. Butterfingers all around. Okay, this one doesn't look good either. Let's see. Okay, this is a mid-range one. This is a bit easier. Here we go. And here's the treasure chart. So this one is going to lead to a piece of heart, so it's a good idea to do this. But this is an annoying piece of heart. In terms of sheer annoyance, this might be worse than the Savage Labyrinth, even if the difficulty isn't quite as considerable as the Savage Labyrinth. It's definitely more annoying. The sad thing is, you get grabbed once, you get sent back to the main room, and all the fuckers respawn. So, losing to that last one just might be the worst thing ever. So, we are done with this room, never coming back here. Well, at least until my next playthrough, that is. So, we're gonna head over to that other room that was blocked off by a statue. And this one's pretty annoying too, as I recall. Is it the one I'm thinking? Yep, it is. You can see there's blue fog. And you can hear floor masters inside the blue fog. So I'm just gonna leave Medley here. I'm going to try and freeze it from here. Come on. Here we go. This is a long-range one, so it's easier to do. Alright, so now I run for it. Of course I can't. Whoa, that's right, there's another one. Come on, run. Here we go. Well, I would like to say that was close, but these are long-range AIs, so this isn't as painful as it could potentially be, I guess. So, you were supposed to put that mirror over there, then smack this button, I guess, button, switch, whatever, and some more light comes down and is reflected in the other area of the room that we're going to go to right now. We gotta head back to the previous room for that, though. So let's freeze this, and then run like hell, because there's another one. And, of course, you don't want to run right down the middle, otherwise you might actually get caught. And it's pretty insulting when you get caught by a long-range AI floor master, so... Alright, made it, so I won't even have to take control of her, which would have wasted valuable time. So, yeah, easiest block puzzle ever. I don't even think we can call that a block puzzle to begin with. So, going into this room... Oh, I love this place. Because, well, I'm not gonna explain. Just look at this. Just look at this. I love doing that so much. Leading the pose to their own demise. There's nothing more awesome than that. Okay, come on. Come over here. Come over here. Well, and here we go! It just... Really, what is with enemies weak to light in this dungeon appearing only where there's light to begin with? Oh, it's trying to possess me! How cute! Unfortunately, he's not gonna succeed. And I just gotta say, Pose, I don't know if they were meant to be scary, but they really fail at being scary. They look like little baby ghosts. Like, yeah, you know, you really gotta see it go when, wow, talk about picky. It's only going to crumble if I aim at the upper part. But, yeah, you really have to see it go when it tries to possess you. It's like on all fours, it walks like a baby, except it's floating on air, if that makes any sense. But, yeah, to move on, of course, we have to head to that statue, and I don't think there's any way to get to that without Medley, so let's pull out the Wind Waker again, and we're actually much deeper in this dungeon than I thought we were, so I guess, well, I'm not gonna say I guess we're gonna be done pretty soon, because you all know what's coming up, unless you haven't played this game yet, in which case, well, I can sort of understand that, because this is a pretty annoying part too. Not difficult in the slightest, though, but you'll see when we get there. So, moving on. Is this next room the one with so many sarcophaguses, sarcophagi, whatever? Yes, this is the one, so let's just open these carefully because there are going to be re-deads in some of them. This one's got magic, this one's got a re-dead, so... Oh, shit! Oh, wow! I actually managed to finish that backflip while it was done. And it seems like I went a little bit further back than I normally would have, like I made a little extra hop at the end or something. Either way, it's hard to explain, but it was a little weird, but it definitely saved me from taking some damage. Ow! And... oh, wow. That's what that was... oh, no! What? What the hell was that? How did that happen? It grabbed me, but I was in the middle of attacking or something? Either way, I was pretty sure I was going to take, like, a heart and a half worth of damage from that thing gnawing on my skull, but apparently didn't happen that way. Well, I say gnawing on my skull. It looks more like repeatedly headbutting me, but... whatever, I guess that's what it was supposed to represent. Oh, Astolfo! So, I'm gonna take this opportunity to try out a strategy one of you guys gave me for defeating these guys easier. Just detach the head, as soon as I can get it to detach. Boomerang! Hammer! Yep, that worked. Thank you. I haven't written down your name, but you know who you are. Thank you for the tip. So, in there we have absolutely nothing of interest, so let's just get Medley over here to play the Earth God's lyric. Once again, I failed to see the point of having yet another one of these when you need it to enter the dungeon anyway. That's just annoying. Then again, I guess by that logic, oh crap! I played the wrong song! Wow, talk about a fail! So I guess, no, I'm supposed to play the Earth God's lyric, not the command melody. So yeah, I guess by that kind of logic, I suppose that they could have replaced the Wind's Requiem with an engine to make the King of Red Lions go a little faster without having to change the wind direction all the time, so... I guess that's why I'm not a game designer. Anyway... we're about to head into the last part of this dungeon. Now, when we go through that door, you're gonna see that the boss room is just ahead. However, we're missing something important, namely the boss key. So here's the boss door over there. And here, I'm just gonna blow this up with a bomb real quick, just in case I need to use these pots. Would suck if I actually needed to for once, and I forgot to open them. So, down there, we got some stairs, so I'm just gonna head down there. Well, I'm not gonna take the long way around, I'm just gonna take the quarter of a heart of damage like a man. This is Wind Waker, after all. Everything, or almost everything, I should say, gives you a quarter of a heart in damage. So, whoa! Wrong button! I wanted to press R, but I pressed A instead. Oh well, no matter. I needed to take control of her anyway, so I'm just going to have to fly from a little further down. Doesn't really matter much. Because, well, I said it before, this isn't a speed run. So, pressing this switch makes yet another column of light appear. And thus begins the granddaddy of all light puzzles. One that is so long. Chugga Conroy decided to just speed up and, well, I don't know if he played music, but he explained quickly how to do this puzzle. However, I'm not going to do so. You are going to watch me do that at normal speed, and while I do that, I'm going to rant on a variety of subjects a little. First and foremost, I complained about how the light couldn't reach the temple since we're, like, below the sea and light doesn't go that far, and it's pretty weird to, hear that ding, 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 because I guess the shield was in Link's hand and it started and stopped reflecting so many times. So yeah, I'm gonna need medley for this. But yeah, now we're in the bottom floor of this temple. So, really, where the hell does that light even come from? We're like several kilometers below sea level. We're at the bottom of a temple at the bottom of the sea, and there's still light in there. And just wait till we're done with that puzzle, because that shit's gonna be blinding! But enough about that, moving on to yet another subject of rants that you've probably been expecting for a while. When we met Naruto, she said that the holder of the harp carries on her bloodline. Meaning that, Medley, I was about to forget her name for a second, is a direct descendant of Naruto. Here, don't forget, if your wallet isn't full like mine is, there's plenty of money right here. So yeah, what this means is that the Rito descend from the Zoras. Let's recap a bit, okay? There's a flood that engulfs almost the entire world. And of all the species that could evolve, the fish people evolved into bird people. What the fuck? And meanwhile, the Gorons, the heavy rock people, stay the same. Of course, the fact that they're not exactly fit for this new world might explain why there are only 3 of them nowadays, but still, that's not consistent at all. And here's another thing that you might use as food for thought. This is the Earth Temple. What makes this temple so earthy, exactly? Is it the fact that, everything's made of stone? Then again, most of the other dungeons were made of stone as well, such as the Tower of the Gods, so that can't be it. Oh, maybe it's because it's full of undead enemies, and when you die, you're buried 6 feet under, in the earth? Is that what they were going for? And we solved the first part of this puzzle, but there's yet another half that we have to complete in order to be able to move on and get the boss key, so let's get going. Another complaint that I have is which partner you get in which temple. This is the Earth Temple, and we get a flying character that descended from a fish. 2 of the most earthly races ever, of course. And in the Wind Temple, well, this might be spoilers if you've never played this game, but I'm not gonna bullshit you as to the identity of the sage. It's Makar. Now, wouldn't the bird person make a lot more sense as the sage of the Wind Temple? And the plant person would make more sense as the sage of the Earth Temple. It's like in Pokemon, where you've got Brawly, who's a fighting-type gym leader, and his hobby is surfing. And meanwhile, Crasher Wake is a water-type gym leader, and his hobby is wrestling. Phew! That was a lot of nitpicking over a few plot points, but I felt like I needed to get it off my chest, and considering that this game doesn't have many opportunities where I can just stop and rant at my leisure, now I think was a very good time to do so, considering that this puzzle is very long. We're still nowhere near done, and in fact, we're still nowhere near done, and I sort of ran out of things to say. So, yeah, many people consider this room to be one of the most annoying parts in any Zelda game ever. I don't really consider it annoying, just a little on the time-consuming side. It's not like it's excessively challenging either. Sure, the first time you play this game, you might be stuck here for a little while you try to, get everything right, the angles at which you gotta deviate the light and everything. But otherwise, this is a fairly easy part. And If you're already tired of that puzzle, well, you're in luck because I'm gonna have to keep the rest of it for the next episode.